Scanning the intersection. So it's a 3-circle light. That means I need to yield the way to the oncoming traffic and any pedestrians on the left side using the crosswalk on the green light. So the bike signal just went green for these guys. Same with the walk signal. It's an advanced walk signal. And once the bike signal goes to red, we're gonna get a plain old green light. And then I have to yield to anyone in front of me that's waiting to turn right or coming straight through. Even though there are 2 lanes there, I cannot turn at the same time as them because I don't know which lane they're going to go into. I shoulder check left if it's clear. We come into the first available lane, picking up our pace, and we're going to be going into the left turn lane. So we shoulder check left and coming into this lane. Checking my rear view mirror to see who's approaching me. I can see the walk signal counting down to 0. And once it goes down to 0, we're gonna get the left turn signal delayed coming on. There's our green arrow there. Depending on how long it takes for the cars in front of me to get going, we might not make it on this light, so I'm keeping that in mind. And sure enough, it's yellow. The 2 cars in front of me don't make it through either. That's fine. Just stopping a safe distance from the car in front of me. And staying vigilant here. Red lights are not resting periods, so we got to keep in mind what's happening at the intersection. Can hear sirens approaching, so checking my mirrors to see where they're coming from. Looks like they're coming in from front, so even if our light turns green, we got to yield the way to them. Now if they were coming from behind me, I'm pretty much a sitting duck here in the leftmost lane because I can't really go anywhere. I can't go into the intersection. I can't pull over to the right per se. So generally speaking, if there's just a line beside me, they go into the oncoming traffic side and go around us all. But sometimes we have to clear a path for them. So pay attention to behind you to see where that fire truck or emergency vehicle is trying to find their way through. So here's the green arrow. We scan the intersection still, but not hesitating too much. Going into the first available lane here always. And we're going to switch over to the right. So shoulder check right. We can see a flashing green light. That means the pedestrians haven't pressed the button to activate the walk signal. So as long as it's flashing green, we can be certain that it's going to remain green for the time being. Getting up to speed. 49 is close enough to 50. Light just went to a fresh green. Still scanning the intersection. Keeping an eye out on who's behind me. Maintaining that 49, 50. I've got some wiggle room here. 47 to 53 is fine in the city, in a 50 zone when conditions allow. 50 should feel like a nice smooth speed. It's very predictable. It's not too slow, it's not too fast, it's just right. You can see flashing crosswalk lights. We can see the pedestrian finishing off crossing. So we covered our brake there, slowed down a bit, but then now that we know it's clear, we don't have to make a full stop. Looking ahead, flashing green light again, so pedestrian controlled. 55 is a bit fast, I ease off the gas for a second, get me back to 49, and then I go back on the gas very slightly. Jaywalker crossing. It's a stale green light. I don't know how long it's been green for, so I'm preparing to possibly need to slow down, but as long as it's green, I'm going towards the intersection. Notice my speed didn't drop too much. It was at 49 as I went through. Braking in advance for the stopped car in front of me, so I'm not rushing up to them, leaving a good chunk of asphalt behind me, behind the rear tires, I mean, and paying attention to who's approaching from behind, whether they're slowing down in time. And this is in part why I've left a bit more room in front of me, so I can pull forward if I feel that I'm about to get rear-ended. Scanning the intersection, car in front of me signaling to turn right. Clearing the intersection. School sign here, but it's a school nearby sign, so even though you had the stickers drawn on the ground, it's not an actual 30 zone. It's just telling you there's a school nearby. In this case, it's right here, but for whatever reason, the city has decided it doesn't need to be a 30 zone. 52 downhill, so I'm starting to brake here a bit just to maintain that 50. I'm coming up to take a right here, so I'm going to signal early, rear view mirror, side mirror check, shoulder check, slowing down to about 20-25 for the right turn, going in at about 18. And then I'm going to be taking another right here into the driveway, so we signal mirror, mirror, shoulder check. It's clear, and I come in.